Let me start with that, because there's a bunch of noise in this neighborhood. If there was a vote to outlaw motorcycles and loud mufflers, there's no way people that ride those vehicles or drive those trucks there's not enough of them to win the vote. How come that's not on the ballot? How come there's never a ballot that says, hey, can we outlaw loud motorcycles and loud cars and trucks? Who would vote yes on that? The people that own them. And there's only like 100 of them, I think. Maybe in the entire state of California, there might be 100,000 people that own motorcycles or a loud vehicle. And the rest of us can go, hey, I know we haven't been able to look you in the eye, but we hate you. Not as a person, but when you're on your vehicle and you come by, and if I can hear you in my home or if I'm in a car minding my own business and you zip by in a loud motorcycle, I don't know you, but I hate you. Hate. And I know hate's a strong word, and that's why I'm repeating it, because it fits this situation. We hate you. I hate. It's hard to get it out, but it's a hatred, and it's not against you personally. It's what you're writing, and it's upsetting. Someone told me once that motorcycles are loud for safety reasons, so cars around know when you're coming, so they don't hit you, which would make sense, except for the fact that the people that say that have obviously never ridden in a car and have experienced a motorcycle go past you, because you don't hear them until they're right there. I didn't hear you first. I saw you, and then you blew out my ears, and then you passed me. I didn't hear you coming. You scared the bejesus out of me right when you were parallel to my ear hole, and I almost spilled a milkshake all over my crusty lap. Why was my lap crusty? From the previous milkshake that the last guy on a motorcycle douched into my lap. I didn't expect to start the podcast with such ferocity, but it's Tuesday, and that's the day that somebody decides to use a leaf blower in downtown San Diego at 7 a.m. And one day, I'm going to wake up early enough on a Tuesday and walk down there in my house slippers, sweatpants, with eye boogers in my eye, and I'm going to yell at this man. And mostly what I'm going to yell is why. I think that's what I just repeatedly. Why? 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 Why are you doing this? We live in the city. There shouldn't be a leaf blower for 10 square miles around an inner city area. There's 8 leaves on the ground. Are you blowing syringes off the sidewalks into the gutters? What are you leaf blowing? What are these leaves doing in the city that need you to blow them at 7 a.m.? Are those leaves not going to be there at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. or noon? How about you do this at a respectable hour? And I know this is coming from a guy who hasn't worked in 9 months. What are you sleeping in for? Because I can. And because doing anything loud at 7 a.m. is as obnoxious as being on a Harley and blowing past someone on the freeway, going, oh, it's for my safety. No, it's for my annoyance. I haven't been sleeping well. I don't know what to tell you. I'm over the pandemic. I want to do comedy again. And last week I had to do 3 Christmas parties via Zoom. And they went as poorly as you would imagine a Christmas party via Zoom going. It was disheartening. And actually one of them went okay. The other 2 were a swift kick in the nuts. The first one went well. Even though I heard a lady go, I can't take any more of this. She said, I can't take much more of this. No, what was the exact quote? I don't know how much more of this I can take. That actually happened. The first Christmas party that I did last Friday at 1:45 in the afternoon. Sun was out, God was watching. I was in my living room talking into my laptop, trying to entertain other people staring into their laptops for a mandatory Christmas party. And it was going pretty well. There's one lady named Nancy, and I know her name was Nancy because she had her video off and it was just a black screen and all it said was Nancy. And I don't think she knew she had her mic on. Nancy sounded like a sweet old lady that still worked for this company, didn't know how to work Zoom, apparently. And right after I hit a punchline, I got a couple chuckles. And then as soon as the chuckles died down, I just hear an old lady's voice go, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I think I'm gonna go to the mall. And everyone heard it, and we all busted up laughing. I laughed too. But I laughed in the way of, you ever fall in public and a bunch of people see it and they're dying laughing, and even though you're painfully embarrassed, all you can do is laugh along? But even though people can tell, they're like, he's more embarrassed than finding this funny.